integrity. Splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy Splashdown, waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
We begin tonight with history unfolding right off the coast of San Diego, where the capsule that carried 4 astronauts around the moon and back has successfully splashed back down on Earth. The splashdown happened within the last hour, capping a record-breaking mission to the moon and back. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this historic day. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Shanna Handy in tonight for Carlo. The mission also set a record for the longest distance humans have ever traveled into space from Earth. And this is just the next step in getting humans back on the moon and eventually deeper into space. Tonight, we have team coverage. News 8's Abby Black is standing by with a look at the excitement from one of the many Artemis II watch parties across the county. Richard Allen talked with people along our coast trying to witness history with their own eyes. But we begin with News 8's Alex Cheney live at Naval Base San Diego, where the capsule the astronauts were riding in will be brought back to shore. Alex, I'm sure there was a lot of excitement, just like there was here in our newsroom.
Oh, I bet there was. Yes, lots of excitement here at Naval Base San Diego. Everybody talking about, oh, are we going to be able to see them? You know, what's going to happen as we head into the afternoon. We did not see the capsule, but certainly very pleased that all 4 of those astronauts are nice and safe. Okay, let's go to a live camera feed that we have right now. This one is actually coming to you from the deck of the USS Mertha, so you can see what is going on over there as they are still in the process of getting those astronauts off. And so, as you mentioned just a moment ago, yes, what's going to be happening next is they're going to get those astronauts out of the capsule. They're going to get them the medical attention that they need. And then they're actually going to be taking the Integrity. They're going to put it on the USS Mertha and actually bring it back here to Naval Base San Diego. That's going to be happening sometime tomorrow afternoon. Now, for reaction from this incredible and an historic day, former astronaut Sonny Williams offered this to say.
Super excited for these guys. And, you know, it's funny because you do this like check, check, check as one thing after another. As we were watching all the parachutes come out, there's 11 on this vehicle. So when you one after another, and you can feel when the mains come out, and then it's like, okay, great, that's good. We're going to land a little softer than if we didn't have those.
So an incredible historic day, really bringing those missions to the moon to the next generation. It's been about 53 years since the last one, and today is certainly going to be a very historic day for a long time to come. Back over to you.
Thanks, Alex.
Ahead of the Artemis II crew's return, people gathered along our coast in hopes of trying to catch a glimpse of it streaming across the sky.
News 8's Richard Allen is live in Oceanside with the scene out there. Richard, were a lot of people first waiting for that sonic boom? Did you hear anything?
We did not hear anything out here, but you know what? Nobody can say we did not try. A lot of folks out here hoping to first hear that sonic boom and then maybe catch a glimpse, maybe some little glimpse, but the clouds, the weather did not cooperate. Still, this is the day we had all been waiting for, the return of Artemis II to Earth after its history-making trip around the moon. Let's take a look at some video of folks gathering here at Oceanside, hoping to catch. People definitely flocked here, hoping to catch a glimpse of the crew as it returned to our planet, splashing down in the Pacific, anywhere from 50 to 80 miles off the coast. We all knew it was unlikely, but still within the realm of possibility that we could spot maybe a faint, fast-moving streak low on the horizon. But unfortunately, that was not to be. But that did not deter people from coming out here. Those partly cloudy skies, though, turned kind of fully cloudy right as the Artemis was returning. Still, we spoke with some folks who were straining their eyes, hoping to see something. We spoke with one father who came out with his daughter. We asked him, why not just stay home? Why not watch it on television or stream it? This is what he said.
We're locals, and we want to be able to see like the astronauts come down in our hometown, you know? So unfortunately, we weren't able to see anything, but it's cool to see on screen and see the ocean right in front of us. Hopefully, everybody's safe, and we'll be able to do this again.
And they do plan to be out here again. They said they're planning to come back in 2 years. That's when NASA is hoping to send another mission to the moon to actually land a base camp on the moon. They say they will be here for that as well. A lot of folks also saying that even if they didn't see anything out here, it was a really cool experience to come out here united, all of us waiting, hoping to see something, but united in this common endeavor. Now, for people who were watching on the big screen, we have Abby Black. I understand she is at the Air and Space Museum in Balboa Park, where there was a huge celebration celebrating the return of Artemis II. Abby, what was it like?
Richard, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the coffin here is that, yes, it is united, and that is what we're really hearing today at the Air and Space Museum, where more than 1,000 people watched the Artemis II splash down, and when that happened, the crowd erupted with cheers. What an incredible moment to witness history, to witness the people cheering, but also to witness Artemis II splash down. I just couldn't get over that it was historical in this moment, and just wondering, what do those astronauts feel like? And when you think about here at the Air and Space Museum, this watch party, it is at capacity. More than 1,000 people are inside here at the museum. The line was very long to get in. The CEO and president said he had never seen it like this before. We're seeing generations over from very young to older generations who saw when we put a man first on the moon, and now to watch this. And live with us here is Christine Vargas. She has her get up, as you see. You can see that she has a NASA pajama suit on, but Christine, I mean, you said you got really emotional watching this.
Yeah, I was crying, and I wasn't aware that I was going to feel so emotional, but just seeing how amazing humanity can be and how much scientific advancements that we have made, that we've been able to be blessed to be able to witness everything. You know, it's so amazing that we live in this time. I know in 1969, the last time we did this, it wasn't the same, and we were able to keep track the entire time of all of the astronauts, and the first female astronaut to make it past orbit of the moon, so that was really cool.
How has the Artemis II changed you in the sense of what you expected before and now watching them splash down and you witnessed during the journey?
Well, I expected a couple people to show up. You know, my family, we came here at 11 in the morning. I know we started at 5, but we were here at 11, and I didn't expect 1,000 people to show up, but what's been very cool is talking to other people about it, being able to start conversations with random strangers here. You know, we all come from different backgrounds, but we're able to enjoy one common thing, and that is humanity, and that is us being able to leave the world, you know, and be able to see the Earth from another angle beside the moon. That's amazing.
So when you walk out of the Air and Space Museum tonight, what are you gonna take with you?
I don't know. I kind of want to be an astronaut now. I've always loved astronomy, but now I'm kind of you know what, this is really cool. And I work with kids all the time, and so kind of inspiring them and talking to them about space, and them being able to witness it from their TVs, or if they're here, you know, it's been super amazing to tell them you can do it too. Anybody can be an astronaut. You know, we had a woman, we had someone from Canada, we had people from the US, you know, and they made it all the way back, and they're here safe and sound 9 days later, so it's been pretty amazing.
Thank you so much, Christine. I mean, you are an inspiration, and this is what we love, being at these watch parties, to see the inspiration from young generations to older generations, and just to see that sparkle in their eye, literally out of this world.
Thanks so much, Abby. Appreciate that. We knew that there would be a large crowd out there, but quite the crowd. It must have been so exhilarating. I know just our small newsroom with everyone rejoicing felt so energizing. It must have been great out there.
I mean, I think that's what you'll take with you when you think about historical moments like this. Where were you when this happened? Well, where were you when the Artemis II splashed down? And I think that's what's so awesome to be able to take this with you.
And we continue to follow this historic mission. Those astronauts are actually being pulled out of that capsule right now. You're taking a look at live images from the USS Mertha. They're quite far away, so it's zoomed in. That's why it's shaking a little bit. They're actually getting ready to welcome those astronauts back here on Earth and getting ready to open that command module.
The experts who have been following this, I actually interviewed someone from NASA yesterday, and I said, how do you know exactly where they're going to touch down? Well, they have a lot of people, you know, involved with this and radars and whatnot. And so while we do have our warship positioned in one area, they have these speedboats which go to the exact location where the capsule touched down. And they actually knew pretty much the roundabout area, and as soon as it touched down, we saw in the live coverage those boats, which you see here in the live shot, they just sped exactly to that location, but it's taken some time. Again, keep in mind, the capsule touched down in the water at 5:07, so that was 62 minutes ago. So they have been in the capsule since then, but now you see their rescuers arrive. They are going to pull them from the capsule, and they will be, of course, giving them an immediate medical evaluation, and then I believe they will be brought back to the warship.
So you see that yellow image right there in the middle of your screen? That is the hatch. That they do have the door open, so we are just waiting. Again, these are live images from the USS Merthyr, quite a bit away. That's why the camera is zoomed in and it is shaking so much. And of course, they're out in the water, but those rescue teams are working to retrieve those astronauts, then bring them back to the ship, where they will then presumably be flown by helicopter back to NAS North Island. So just a historic day as they work on getting those astronauts out of the command module where they have been living for the last 9.5 days. We will return to this in a little bit after more activity takes place.